This is me throwing a birthday party on the shortest commercial flight in the world, which is unfortunate because it means our birthday party is only going to last about 2 minutes long. But why? Well, growing up, I was that one kid that never celebrated their birthday. And while all the other kids were getting Pokemon cards and Tamagotchis, I got nothing. But now I'm 23 and I've had enough. I want to celebrate my birthday at least once in my life, and if I'm going to do it only once, then I'm going to do it when nobody else ever has, on the shortest flight in the world. But where is the world's shortest flight and how do we get there? Well, the world's shortest commercially flown flight is from Papa Westray to Westray in the Orkney Islands, currently 17,000 kilometers from where I'm sitting right now. Pretty soon we were up in the air and on our way to Kirkwall, the base camp for our operations. From there we would take a flight that kind of acted like a bus route, hopping from island to island, including the world's shortest flight. All in all, it was going to take a grueling 33 hours of travel, all for a 2-minute experience.
This is gonna suck.
As we slowly made our way across the entire planet, I gradually came to realize my first mistake.
Oh my god, it's so cold.
At the time of filming this video, I had left a country that was experiencing the hottest day of the year.
Sydney swelters in a heat wave.
Only to figure out too late that I would be entering one of the coldest parts of the world.
In Scotland, they're expecting more snowfall,
where temperatures were regularly dropping to negative 22.5 degrees Celsius.
So cold. Now that I think about it, I didn't think I brought warm socks. This was a mistake.
Now, to add insult to injury, not only was I going to negative temperatures in a t-shirt and shorts, but halfway through our journey, it turns out my luggage had been lost.
Yeah, no bad.
So it looked like my only option was to wear a t-shirt and shorts.
Okay, so it turns out Daniel's bag is here and is going to Kirkwall. My bag is gone. I don't fucking know how that happened. Yeah, we don't know if my bag's gonna show up in Kirkwall at all. But we gotta go anyway. This 2-minute flight has gotta happen.
Now, if I included everything that went wrong in getting to the world's shortest flight, this video would probably be 30 minutes long.
Hold the flight!
So after losing my luggage and almost missing the flight, the only thing worse would have been actually missing the flight.
Yeah, he's going on 1304 and you were supposed to go on 1306.
Bro, what?
Yeah. I booked the wrong flights. But by some stroke of luck and an hour later, we were in the land of bagpipes and haggis, where we were greeted by the most unexpected of people.
Malcolm? Hello, mate. I'm Stanley.
I can tell you're dressed for the weather.
Yeah.
Airbnb host Malcolm was our guide for Kirkwall, and as I told him about my plan, he didn't fancy my chances.
The reason we're here is we're trying to throw a party from Papa Westray to Westray.
Oh, yes. Well, you're going to have to be pretty quick about it. You've got a minute to organise a party. And be sick.
Yeah,
You won't have time, I tell you. You will not have time.
Now, after traveling 33 hours to get to this point, that is definitely not something you want to hear. To make matters slightly better though, it turns out losing luggage was a common occurrence around here.
My suitcase has been lost.
Oh, this happens.
All the time.
Loaded air. Got a terrible bloody reputation.
And there was a pretty good chance I would get it back.
Bro, my suitcase. My suitcase. Thank fuck.
My main concern now was trying to make this party possible in less than 2 minutes. So, we needed some supplies and a plan.
When in Kirkwall, throw a party on the world's shortest flight. You reckon they sell cakes?
I'll show you where the beer is.
The plan is to do party-related activities that any kid would do at their birthday party. Share crisps with some friends. Enjoy a birthday meat pie. Wear a birthday hat and blow into one of those whistle horn things. Perhaps even crack a cold one with the boys. But most importantly, we needed to cut a cake.
We're thinking about cutting a cake on the plane.
You don't have the time to do that.
As we shopped for our party goods, Malcolm and friend weren't too impressed by my selection.
Like, I'll definitely get the cake instead of that.
I am a silly boy.
But this was my party and I wasn't going to let anyone ruin my fun.
We've got our cake for the flight, a fuzzy caterpillar cake.
Caterpillar cake.
Good God.
So after acquiring my pink fuzzy caterpillar cake,
I just spent $120 on party pies and a cake. It's some good deal. This party is it's gonna be one of the best parties Papa Westray's ever seen.
it was back home for a quick snooze before getting up early the next morning to get this party started.
Oh my god. We made it. That's 50% of the battle and 50% more to go tomorrow morning. Alright, today's party day. Every party needs some food, so first we got to prepare all the food we've got for our guests, which is basically just a meat pie.
Our first order of business was to pack our food into little bags to hand out during the flight.
Steak meat pies, chips, some cupcakes, and the icing on the cake, quite literally, fuzzy caterpillar cake.
And I was beginning to feel more and more nervous about our little party.
You know, I just realized we could get there with all this stuff and then not gonna let us on the plane.
But that wasn't going to stop us. We had traveled over 17,000 kilometers for this one moment.
This is gonna be the best party the Orkney Islands have ever seen. And it's gonna last 2 minutes long, a lot longer than I usually last.
So after packing up all our party goods into a little bag to hand out, we turned to Malcolm for some advice as we quickly approached the airport.
I'm genuinely quite nervous right now because we've just flown 17,000 kilometers for a 2-minute flight. We don't know if they're gonna let us throw a party on this thing.
And even he didn't sound too confident.
It's a 50-50 chance. We have no idea what's gonna happen, right?
Such is the vagary of life. That's what makes it all worthwhile.
Quite quickly, we discovered that Malcolm's lack of confidence was a sign.
Morning. Hello, how you doing?
How can I help you?
I believe we need to check in for the Papa Westray flight.
As we attempted to check in, the receptionist's look of confusion had me a little bit concerned.
What are your names, please?
Stanley.
And it turns out I had made quite the big mistake.
I don't see your name here, I'm afraid. We have you booked on the flight in the afternoon at 3 o'clock out of Kirkwall.
I booked the 20th.
Instead of booking a flight for the morning of the 19th, I had accidentally booked a flight for the morning of the 20th. We were only in Kirkwall for less than 24 more hours, and there was only one more afternoon flight that we could get on.
Yeah, that plane is tiny.
And it would be our one and only shot. What's more is that the regulations of the aircraft didn't allow big bags, and our bulky party supplies weren't going to make the cut.
Something that would be comparable to a flat laptop case.
And even though the receptionist loved what I had to give out,
Alright, okay.
Quite nice, right?
I still had to say goodbye to my party pies and brought only enough stuff to party with 3 other people.
Okay, so we're not allowed to take any food onto the plane. So what we're gonna do is, instead of these goodie bags, we're just gonna hand out beer, party hats, and some chips.
And after 6 hours of waiting,
I feel like I've just run into a wall.
we were on to the last and final flight of the day. The last obstacle to overcome was the grounds marshal. If they decided we were too much of a hazard, then we wouldn't even be allowed to board the flight.
That's us. Alrighty, let's do this.
After a total of 8 hours since our last attempt, our one and only chance approached,
Thank you.
and it was time to throw a party on the world's shortest flight.
Oh, it's cozy. 17,000 kilometers. This is it.
We had managed to get on the plane, but it wasn't over yet. We still needed to land in Papa Westray, where we would then take off again, and the 2-minute party would begin.
And we've just arrived in Papa Westray, and in about 7 minutes we're taking off for the world's shortest flight. It's time to try throw a party.
After traveling over 17,000 kilometers across the world, I had never felt so anxious on my birthday. The rocking of the plane had made me feel so airsick
They just feel like they're tingling.
that I didn't even want to socialize, but I had come too far to back down.
Timer ready, snacks prepared, drinks sorted. Let's get this party started, huh? Here we go. Alright, and we're off. Alright, everyone's in their party costumes. We got their party hats sorted. What's a party without some snacks, huh? Hope no one's allergic to anything. After some snacks, of course, you need a little drink. Best table's best. Everyone got some alcohol on them. Cheers. It's a party if you're not remembering the party, right? So, we all need to take a selfie. Thank you. Do you guys want to get in on the selfie? Okay, get in on the selfie, guys. Woo! Alright, selfie sorted. Last thing to do. Oh my god, we're coming in for landing.
After everything we'd gone through to get here, 17,000 kilometers of travel, all the accidents and mistakes, we were almost at the finish line. 23 birthdayless years were about to come to an end, and a pink fuzzy caterpillar cake was all that needed to be cut. All the anxiety had gone away, and I was surrounded by 3 strangers who I had just met, celebrating something I never thought I would.
The last thing to do. Oh my god, we're coming in for landing. We're coming in for landing. Is to cut the cake. We've got caterpillar cake with us. That's the cake cut. And we've just landed.
We had done it. A birthday in the making for 23 years, and there wasn't a Tamagotchi or Pokemon card in sight. But that didn't matter because it was a birthday that nobody else could ever have.
Oh, hooray!
And it really was a happy birthday.